Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the channel, The Physics Gurus. How are you, dear students? I hope that all of you people are doing well. So now to onward, we will start the revision to prepare the MCQ paper for both O-level physics as well as IGCSE physics. I have decided कि मैं इन MCQs को topical wise जो है वो upload करूं and मेरी कोशिश होगी कि before exams I will upload as much as videos as I can for you people to make yourself prepare for your MCQs paper. In the part 1 of MCQ topical revisions, we will discuss the MCQs related with the scalar and vector quantities as well as addition of vectors. There are four different methods to add the vector quantities. So we will discuss those methods one by one. So let's start the revision. The first topic is scalar and vector quantities. We know that scalar quantities are those quantities which are having only magnitude. Means to say, ऐसे quantities जिनको explain करने के लिए only magnitude required है. Magnitudes mean only their values are required. While vector quantities are those quantities which requires magnitude as well as direction. So we have to memorize this definition as well as the concept or the difference between scalar and vector quantities. Scalar quantities may be mass, length, distance, speed, power, energy, work, and vector quantities can be displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, weight, friction, momentum, etc. So let's start the MCQs. These MCQs are asked in different years. So you might search these MCQs in these papers as well. Which row correctly describe force, mass, and acceleration? We know that mass is a scalar quantity, acceleration is a vector quantity, force is a vector quantity. So force, now these two options can be there, vector, mass, scalar quantity, and acceleration vector. So it's mean out of C and D, option C is the correct answer. Which of the following is a scalar quantity? The braking force, I have encircled the word force. Effort is also linked with force. Thrust is also linked with force. Heat is a form of energy. Heat is a form of energy, and we know that energy is a which quantity? Scalar quantity. So which option is correct option? Option C is the correct option. Question number 3. Which of the following group of physical quantities consist of scalars only? Okay. Acceleration vector crossed, acceleration vector crossed, force vector crossed, mass scalar, speed scalar, time scalar. So option D is the correct answer. MCQ number 4. Which is the correct statement about force and velocity? Force and velocity are okay. I will write force vector, velocity is a vector quantity. Scalar, wrong. Force and velocity, both are okay. Both are vector quantities, so option B is the correct answer. Force cannot be a scalar quantity, velocity cannot be a scalar quantity, so option B is the correct answer. Next MCQ, a student studies some equations. Power is equal to work over time, force equal to mass into acceleration, velocity is equal to displacement over time. How many vector quantities? Okay. Scalar, vector, scalar, vector, velocity vector, displacement vector, time scalar. So how many vector quantities are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the answer? 4. Next sentence. Which of the following correctly lists one scalar and one vector quantity? Displacement vector, energy scalar, force vector, velocity vector. So scalar quantity, energy. So option D is the correct answer, and recheck it. Work scalar, force vector, vector scalar. So under the column of the scalar, कौन सी option correct है? Energy, and under the column of vector, कौन सी option correct है? Force. So option B is the correct answer. Which list consists only scalar quantities? Okay. Acceleration vector, vector, distance, mass, and speed. Scalar, scalar, scalar. So option D is the correct answer. The following statement are about the motion. A plane flies due to east. So east mean direction, speed, scalar, straight line, direction, travels, a journey. It's nothing, it's scalar, you might say. So which statement describe vector quantities? Direction 1, straight line direction 3. So option B is the correct answer. Which list consists of scalars only? Vector, scalar, vector, vector, scalar, scalar, scalar. So option D is the correct answer. Examples of a vector quantity and a scalar quantity. Vector quantity is scalar, area is a scalar, mass is a scalar, vector and vector. So out of these two options, we have to just select the correct one, scalar. Under the scalar quantity column, force is a vector quantity, scalar, vector, and scalar. So which is the now correct option? Option D is the correct option, because weight is a vector quantity and volume is a scalar quantity. Next MCQ. Each row contains scalar and vectors. In which row the size of the vector equals to the size of the scalar? Okay. Displacement and speed, they are different concepts. Velocity and distance, different concepts. Weight and mass, different concepts. So yes, velocity and speed, they are interlinked with each other and are the same concept, except velocity has direction and speed has no direction. So option C is the correct answer. Okay. Which quantity is a scalar? Acceleration is a vector quantity, force is a vector quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. So temperature is a scalar quantity. Which is a scalar quantity? Mass is a scalar, vector, vector, vector. So option A. Which quantity is a vector quantity? Scalar, vector, scalar, scalar. So option B is the correct answer. Okay, the acceleration 5 meter per second square, velocity 20 meter per second, time. During this time, the total displacement is 40 meter. Which quantity is a scalar? Okay. Acceleration, vector, velocity, vector, displacement, vector, time, scalar. So now which is the scalar quantity? Time. So option B is the correct answer. So I hope so that now you will be able to understand the MCQs related with scalar and vector quantities. The next topic is addition of vectors. In this part, we will study that how we can add the vectors. In order to add the vectors, there are different methods. We can complete the parallelogram, as well as we can add them by using the concept of like forces and unlike forces. So let's start the topic related with addition of vectors. Method number one. In this method, what we will assume that we will consider these two values. First, we will assume that 3 Newton and 4 Newton, they are acting in the same direction. So what we will do, the resultant will be like this. We can get the resultant. We will add them. 4 plus 3 is equals to 7. Now we will assume that these two forces are acting in opposite direction. So now, since they are in opposite directions, how we can get their resultant? So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So now what we will do, that 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Now our answer should be in this range. हमारा आंसर जो है 1 और 7 के in between. It can be any answer. It can be 1, it can be 1.5, 2, 2.5 up till 7. So जो answer in limits से बाहर होगा, that answer will be not the correct answer. So now move towards the question. A force of 3 Newton and a force of 4 Newton act on a body at the same time. Which of the following forces cannot be the resultant force? 1 and 7. Okay. 3.5 इस रेंज में एग्जिस्ट करता है, 4 एग्जिस्ट करता है, 5 करता है, एंड दिस आंसर इज less than 1. So 0.5 is the correct answer. So we will apply the same concept over here. 30 and 50. First of all, we will add them. 50 plus 30 is equals to 80. Then 50 minus 30 is equals to 20. Now the answer should be within this range, 20 to 80. So which could not be this possible answer? Possible resultant force 30 इसमें आता है, 50 yes, 70 yes, but 10 is less than 20. So option B is the option A is the correct answer. So let's move towards the method number 2. In method number 2, we will assume the parallelogram or graphical method. In that method, हम क्या करते थे कि when we are going to draw the two vectors, then we are supposed to complete the diagram. जहाँ पे arcs intersect करेंगी, we will draw the resultant vector, and it will be always directed towards the point where these arcs are supposed to be intersect with each other, and this will be its resultant vector. Okay. Two forces act at right angle at point Q, at point O as shown in figure. What is the resultant of the forces? First of all, we will assume this and draw the line. Now resultant will be OQ. OQ option this, OQ option this. So out of 4 options, we have omitted 2 options, and we have to select from option A and option C. Okay. Now since these two forces are making an angle of 90 degree with each other, so 9 Newton is over here. Apply the Pythagoras theorem. So unknown value is equal to 12 square plus 9 square is equal to 144 plus 81 is equals to 4 and 1 5, 2, 2, 225 and 15 Newton. So 15, yes, this one. So option A is the correct answer. So अब पता चला जी सबको कि how we can solve this MCQ by using graphical method. Okay, in this method, we are supposed to use the head to tail rule. According to that, head of the first vector should join with the tail of the second vector, and resultant vector will be always from, ये हमेशा कहाँ से होगा, start of the first vector towards the head of the last vector, meaning tail to head. This will be its resultant vector. According to this, कभी भी दो heads आपस में join नहीं होंगे. According to this, कभी भी two tails आपस में join नहीं होंगे. Okay, let's start from option. This is the head. This is the head. So no, both heads are coinciding with each other. Both tails are coinciding with each other. And then here, head, tail. But problem is there. This is called as closed path. And in closed path, there will be no resultant. In other words, in closed path, resultant force will be equals to 0. So now, head, tail, and resultant is directed from tail of the first vector to head of second vector. So option is the correct answer. Forces of 3 and 4 Newton are acting as shown in figure. Which diagram may be used to find the resultant of these two forces? What we will do, place the scale, complete the parallelogram intersecting each other, and now which diagram resembles with this? कौन सी diagram इससे मिलती है? This one? No. This one? No. This one, but arrow is directed inwards. This will be wrong. So which is the correct option and the best option? Option A. Next one. Okay, what we will do again, इस जगह पे हम क्या करेंगे? We will place the scale and we will try to complete the parallelogram. And in this, so option A cannot be. So A, B, C, and D. So you can see this resembles with option B. So option B is the correct answer. Or you can even draw the complete the parallelogram over here as well. So you can see at option B, these rays or these forces are intersecting with each other. Okay, the two forces again. What we will do? Complete करेंगे parallelogram. And now, कौन से diagram इससे resemble करती है? This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. Because it is in opposite direction. Arrow has to be in this direction. So option D is the correct answer. Okay, ji. What we will do? We will complete this. Right angle triangle is there. So Pythagoras theorem, 3 square plus 4 square, square root 9 plus 16 is equals to 25 and 5. So option C is the correct answer. This is an interesting MCQ. Okay, two forces are there, but now it values varies from 0 degree to 90 degree. What will happen when these two forces are making an angle of 0 degree? So it's means 3 Newton and 4 Newton. Now they will add up. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Okay, 7 Newton is there. Okay. Now if they are making an angle of 90 degree, 4 Newton, 3 Newton, what we will do, we will complete the parallelogram. 3 square plus 4 square, then 9 plus 16, 25 and 5. Okay, now range is 5 से 7 तक, 5 to 7. So which is not possible. 5 इसमें आ रहा है, बिल्कुल ठीक है. 6 भी आ रहा है, 7 भी आ रहा है, but option A is not possible because it is out of range. So I hope so. Now you are able to understand the MCQs related with scalar and vector quantities as well as addition of vectors. Best of luck. Assalamu alaikum.